I'm Tuck.
And I'm Lynniebin.
Join us as we turn our Catalina 30 into our new dream home.
And set sail on the adventure of a lifetime.
Alright guys, so let's check out what we got here. We have 4 280 amp hour batteries. And I'm going to run them in a series to get 48 volts and connect it to this MPPT charger. This thing is made by Lynniebin, as you see, and it does just about everything. The solar comes in here, and then you have your batteries there, the AC out, and then the AC in, and pretty simple. Be careful when you buy something like this to make sure that you have enough voltage come out of your solar, or this thing won't even turn on with your solar. Alright guys, back at the boat. Let me show you what we're into. All of this shit is going to be installed. We have all our lithium batteries. I've got to make a firm decision where I'm going to put them. Take you down here. We are not going to use the quarter berth to sleep in. And it has the old diesel fuel tank right there. That's probably coming out, and that's where our batteries are going. And then we'll mount our inverter charger. We'll probably go against this wall here. And that way I can run all the wires back to the nav station. All the wiring is there, and I'm leaving the 12 volt batteries in here. I have 2 almost brand new batteries, and they are lead acid, but I'm gonna leave them to run the 12 volt. Use the charger to keep those full, as well as the 48 volt. That way I don't have to do a lot of rewiring and all that stuff, and just make it simple. But yeah, that's today's project, is to get that going. Alright, I got this tank out of the way, but yeah, I had to cut on the boat to get it out. Let me tell you why. You see, this is the through hole for the macerator pump. When Catalina put in that diesel fuel tank, it was before they put that through hole in there. You couldn't get it out. I worked with it, and then I was like, the hell with it. Gonna have to do a little bit of fiberglass repair. It's alright, but we got 4 of these big ass batteries, and we're gonna get them fitted around in this thing some which way or another. I've just got it hung.
Oh, Jesus. They gonna fit?
Yep. That's what she said.
Well, they're easier if they're already at level.
Yeah. Wow. They fit. Now we got to get them situated and where they won't move. There you go. They're in there. They're not pretty. We're gonna put some spacers in there and strap them down and make them pretty and get them wired up. Being a pain in the damn ass.
Tell it how you really feel.
Alright, my mistake. See this hose? It's in a damn way. Now I need to cut this out. That's the filler tube from the diesel neck. I need these batteries to slide over here, and then these, I want all this about in the center of the boat, and that way the weight is distributed a little better, and it's been a pain.
Yep, he spent the last 5 minutes cussing at him like it's gonna do any good.
It made me feel better.
All right. I think if you stretch a little bit more, you might be able to reach it.
Oh, fuck. I ain't pulling the battery back out. That's just no.
Could you imagine trying to do that when you were 120 pounds heavier?
I'm about to get a damn sawzall.
Oh, no, you're not.
the son of a bitch got hooked in the handle of the damn battery.
If I need to come down there and fix it
Get
for
the
you.
hell out of there. Whew. Bitch. Alright. There, that's more like it.
Did you get it figured out?
Yeah. Alright. Got them all situated where they're going to be. I like that a lot better. It's right in the middle. Get some spacing in there and strap it and make it secure. That way they don't move. There's a lot of power there. And we don't want that stuff sliding around.
Did you just get your correct voltage down there?
Yeah.
And what is it?
52. It'll be a little bit over because it's a 48 volt system. But yeah, they're wiring them up in a series. Alright, let's double check it. 52.9.
There goes the inverter.
Yeah, we're gonna mount this up here.
Did you get it up there?
I did. Take this panel off.
So how do you power that?
Batteries.
I'm gonna sound like an idiot, but what does an inverter do?
Alright, so what happens is we take this 48 volts, right? And it runs to this. This converts it over to 120 or 110. That way you can use AC, like things like your coffee pot or whatever. Then it also, we run the solar panels to this and it charges the batteries. I can also take the generator and plug it in and charge the batteries. This is a charger, and so, or you can power it off grid. So this box does everything. It's just one unit that takes control of the thing.
The brain of it.
Yeah, and it knows when the AC from, you know, land or from the generator or any of that. And so we got to put in a bus bar because this is a separate system from the motor. We'll put the bus bar in, that way the motor can run off the 48 volts also, and then this will power the house at the same time. And
So,
the solar will charge it, the generator will charge it, land will charge it.
so what are the two monitors we got?
Well, the monitors are little boxes that shows us how much energy that we're using, how many amps that we're using, and volts that we have. And the reason we have two is we'll mount one here on the inside, and then we'll mount one on the outside. That way when we're using the motor, we know, because you never want to run these flat. You can up to over 6,000 times, but you don't want to. It just hurts the battery life. What it is, this is your all-in-one, and just go from there.
All right.
There we go. They're all hooked up. And there we have it. She works.
Finally quit sparking at you?
Yeah, it sparked a little bit when I hooked the battery up, but yeah, we have 52.6 volts there, and there's zero load because we're hooked up to the power at the marina. I have the in and the out, so more wiring, but the batteries are installed, and so is the inverter. We're going to close it up and move on to the next project. I like this setup. It's simple, you know, it works, and I do have to put in the bus bar and all that, but I'm not going to do that until I put in the electric motor, which we're waiting on it to show up any day, and I know that's what a lot of people, and I want to see it also. I want to get this thing moving again.
All right, y'all. I turned around to ask Tuck a question and couldn't find him. And looky what I got. I got a mouse in a hole.
You got something. Give me a damn screwdriver, baby.
What kind of screwdriver you
The
want?
flat screwdriver here.
Babe, what are you doing in the hole or the closet?
Well, our inverter also accepts AC in. So I'm hooking the AC in into where it comes in the boat. When we hook up our dock line, it comes straight over to here, and then things come off this. Well, I'm separating it, but with the AC in, I can use this right here and just connect it there. And then I'll build a cord for the generator that'll power off of that, that'll be waterproof. But I just get to make me a home right here right for now.
You found the perfect timeout corner for yourself there.
You look like a timeout.
I didn't realize that thing was so deep.
Yeah.
You did cut power, right?
Oh yeah, I unhooked it first.
I mean, you're tied into shore power, so I imagine that might hurt a little bit.
Yeah, what this is going to do is it's going to give us the option to run our inverter or charger inverter off of the generator or dock power. And it's pretty simple. I'm just going to run it right here into this plug and use the plug as a junction for it. And because the generator's already got its own breaker, and so does your dock. Just make it simple. Now everything else will run off of the inverter because it knows when it senses that it's on AC power or of some sort, whether it be generator or the dock, and then it just feeds through that way. So I have to actually disconnect all of the shore power stuff and then hook that to the other side of the inverter box.
You know how easy it'd be to lock you in your hole right now?
You look like locking me in a hole.
Well, you won't run out of air. I mean, it looks like you could get kind of comfy in there.
Really? Come in my drill, please.
Mm.
And the screwdriver bit.
Where the hell do I find that?
I don't know. Yeah, let me show you what's going on. This is my marine charger for my 12 volt. And I'm not planning on changing all of that. It just, at this point, I'm going to just, and I know there's a power reduction and all that crap, but I'm going to feed this charger off of my 48 volt system with the solar, with the generator and all of that stuff. And that will charge my 12 volt batteries also. I have it, I'm doing it that way. And then I know I can buy a converter box and get rid of those batteries and that stuff. I already have this. I have the AC in. You can see that they've already wired this to this plug. And then they fed it out over to a different area over here. I don't like it. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to feed my inverter AC off of this plug back down to that. And then everything else will be disconnected and then fed off of that side of the inverter. That way it controls everything. That's the reason I bought that inverter, because it does everything. From the solar, from the generator, from the shore power, from the batteries, everything. It does it all. And just to make it simpler, and it's one system and I don't have to deal with it.
Well, that didn't take you long.
No, not too long. Pretty simple.
So you ready for me to lock you in your box?
What?
You can be the new style Jack-in-the-Box.
No, I'm gonna plug this in for now because until I disconnect it, then I still need the batteries charged for the 12 volt system. Yep, it's all done.
So you don't want to be the new Jack-in-the-Box?
No.
Tuck-in-a-box?
No. There's no tuck in a box.
Well, I guess I'll let you out your hole then.
Well, thank you.
Well, you said you didn't want to be tucked in a box. And we can't exactly say you're coming out the closet because you're not actually in a closet.
Jesus. I'm too old for this shit. Yep.
The things you do for the people you love.
Okay. Break time.
Beer 30. Cheers.
Guys, I want to explain something about what I've done. So, I put this electrical line here into that plug. It comes around and it goes down to the inverter charger. Well, the reason that is okay, let me show you why. That breaker works that plug. So if there's anything that happens, it's fed through that breaker. It's not just shoved in to a 110 outlet or something like that that's not already on the breaker. That way if there's anything happens, that trips and shuts the whole system down. So I want to be very clear on that I'm not setting us up to burn the boat down. Alright guys, so this week what we've done is we put in the lithium batteries. There's 280 amp hours of 12 volt batteries. I used 4 of them, and we're wired them up for, you know, the 48 volts because we have the 48 volt inverter.
We installed the inverter.
Yeah.
Did you install the monitors?
No, we haven't got the monitors yet. Not enough time. I do have 2. We're one outside, one inside, and you got to see Tuck in a Box.
I did Tuck in a Box.
And so, but hey guys, we really appreciate you guys watching us and your likes and your comments. Go over to Patreon if you want to kick us a little bit of help and support. That would be amazing. But
subscribe and share also.
Yeah, just you know, you guys are the driving force for our videos. We love you guys.
I'm working on something coming up real soon to thank you guys, and
yeah, so
just stay posted for that.
You know, for our patrons and for the people that come and see us, we just want to interact with you guys. So just stick around. You know, it may not be normal, but it could be entertaining. So until next time, guys.
Thanks for watching.
And fair winds.